Am I centered? Fuck, I don't know. Am I centered? Listen. This is what life is like in COVID times. I gotta wear a mask all goddamn times. Ain't a goddamn soul inside this motherfucker except me. I gotta wear a mask though. Anyway, y'all gonna see my face eventually. You gonna see. Anyway, guys, it is what day is it? It is January 20th, 2021. I know some of y'all made some New Year resolutions. And I know some of y'all failed your New Year's resolutions. 20 days into the new year, man. I know, listen, it happens. So it happens. What the fuck what can we do, yo? It happens. Life happens. Life is not what? Life is not a straight line. Life is up, life is down sometimes. What the fuck can we do? But anyway, for those of you who are and still are consistent with your New Year's goals, I'm gonna teach you about program design. Who am I? I'm Hot Cardation. Nice to meet you. Know what I mean? Now, what is program design? Your program design is how you will manipulate your workout, how you will manipulate your repetitions, your sets, and your rest time, all working towards your desired goal. Now, if you can understand each variable, you can obtain your goal even faster. Know what I mean? Also, mind you, it's not like, you're gonna make a plan for yourself and it's gonna work exactly according to plan. It's gonna work through trial and error. Even me, I've been training for about, 2021 now? Like, let's say 4 years today. Of course, on and off, because bum ass school, shit's annoying. Anyway, like, even me, I recently made a program design that actually works now. Not that anything I did in the past wasn't working, just that I wasn't consistent. Just that right now, I have a plan, it works, and it fucking works. Hypertrophy is going crazy. So we going crazy. Simple. Alright, first thing first, let's talk reps. Or let's just call them repetitions if you want to elongate the word and shit. Well, a repetition is one motion of any exercise. It could be a bicep curl, overhead bench press, a push-up, anything. However, there are like 4 stages to one repetition. I'm gonna use bicep curls to explain this. When you start your repetition, right, with a bicep curl, you're targeting your bicep brachium. This is what we call the bottom of your rep. This is where your muscle is in its most maxed stretch position. Now, as you curl, this is what we call the concentric, right? You're squeezing the muscle till you get to the top. This is like what you call the max squeeze position, if you want to call it that. A whole bunch of anabolic hormones get secreted here. Now, as you go back down, it's what we call the eccentric. You're allowing the muscle to stretch till you get right back to the bottom. You know what I mean? Now, each of us have different goals, right? Some of us want to be powerlifters. Some of us want to get stronger. Some of us want to get bigger muscles, and then some of us just want to tone out, right? Now, there are different rep ranges for each and every one of those things. 4 things in total. These are the numbers I go by. If you're training for power, you want to stay between the 4 to 8 rep range. If you're training for muscular strength, 8 to 12. Hypertrophy, 12 to 16. Tone, 16 to 20 or 21. So if you really want to get muscular growth, hypertrophy, I would just stick to the 4, 5, 6 seconds per rep. Now mind you, you're doing about 12 to 16 reps in one exercise, in one set. So in total, that probably gives you about 60 to 90 seconds of time on attention per set to really elicit hypertrophy, muscular growth. Go crazy. Now we gotta talk about how do we finish a set. There are 3 ways to do that if you ask me. A fixed number, or the rep ranges, 12 to 16. The way that works, as you go along with your sets, you're getting more and more tired. So the number usually goes down. The second way is failure. That's like when your body can keep going, but it's too painful, so you stop. It's like your body is saying yes, but your mind is saying no. because of the pain receptors. The third way is to failure. Everybody knows about pain to failure. That's like when like your body is saying no, but your mind is saying yes. Now you finish your set, right? Now you're taking a rest. Now how long should that rest be? Now, if you're training hard, right, you're not injured or anything like that, or you're not training like a pussy, I would just say for your first set, you will take a minute break, right? Mind you, as you're going along with your sets, you're getting more and more tired. So your first set, 60 seconds or a minute. Your second set, a minute and a half or 90 seconds. Your third set, I would just say 2 minutes. So each set, I would just say add 30 seconds of rest. Now, how many sets should you do? Well, to me, so it's to me, right? I know. It all depends on how much time you have. Like, you gotta do 3 sets per muscle group, or 4 sets per muscle group. All depends on how much time you have. If you go on the workout for 30 minutes, you have to program your workout in a way that you have to do less sets or less reps. If you have more time than that, more muscles to train, right? I would just say do more sets or more reps. Simple. So you gotta do 3 sets per muscle group or 4 sets per muscle group. Now, as you go on with your exercise and your sets, right, the more tired and fatigued you become, which means the less weight you will be able to handle and lift. However, to me, that doesn't really mean anything. Now, what do I mean by that? Like, if you pick up a lighter weight or choose a lighter weight to exercise with, right, it will feel just as heavy as, no. Of course, it will feel lighter, but it will yield the same amount of fatigue as you did with the heavy weight. The only thing that matters about weight is how heavy the weight feels. If I'm lifting 60 pounds, right, for 2 sets, and then I get fatigued, then I drop the weight to let's just say 40 pounds, right? The 40 pounds will feel lighter, of course, but as I go on with the set and the reps, it will still feel as heavy as the 60 pound weight did. 60 to 50. Now, I really want you guys to really think about your joints, you know? Of course, when you train your muscles, they get stronger, they get bigger or what have you, but your joints, they don't. So, just think about it. Where are the main places people complain about pain? Their joints, right? Their knees, their shoulders, their lower back, the lumbar spine, you know? Like, you really have to protect your joints. Your joints are not meant to take on a whole lot of weight. That's why people take supplements like shark cartilage, glucosamine, or MSM. Now that you guys know that, right? We gotta talk about how long should you work out for. For the first 15 minutes of exercise, your body is using whatever is inside your stomach contents. If you have any, that is. Because, some people are working out fasted. For those of you that do, you skip this first step and move on to the next step. The next step is for the next, let's say, 15 to 20 minutes of exercise. Yo, this mask is annoying. For the next 15 to 20 minutes, your body uses your stomach contents plus your glycogen stores. What is glycogen? Glycogen is basically your stored carbohydrates. Now, from 20 to 30 minutes, your body is using your stomach contents, if you have any, your glycogen stores, and now it's using your fat stores. This is why people always say, this is why you should exercise more than 30 minutes, if you ask me. I gotta start saying that shit. My mom gotta start saying that shit. Now, here's just a random fact. 80% of your metabolism is generated by how much muscle you have, right? The more muscle you have, the faster your metabolism is. Ergo, the more food that you can eat. Don't you want to eat more food? I know I'll do. Alright, y'all, I gotta go, man. It's almost time for me to go to the gym, and I got stuff to do later. I gotta write a 10-page research paper. Shit crazy. And today is leg day 2, so Today's gonna be very, very, very taxing on my body and my mind, sadly. So like the video if you learned something. Comment down your thoughts if you agree or disagree or what have you. Let me know if I say anything wrong, but let me know. I like feedback. And subscribe if you're new. So I got stuff coming on the way. Take care of yourselves. For real. Later.